The passage of the intruding star will represent a profound spiritual transformation, which will impact the Earth's energetic structure, especially in relation to the densest and most disturbing spiritual regions. The lower thresholds, which are dense spiritual planes, where negative spirits and low-vibration entities reside, such as those who are dedicated to practices of black magic, obsession, and other destructive aspects, will undergo total destruction. These spirits, linked to energies of revenge, resentment, and suffering, will move to the intruding star, being absorbed by this cosmic plane and transferred to a new reality, which will require them to undergo a new process of learning or purification. This transition process of dense energies will be a true cosmic cleansing for the Earth. The spirits that previously influenced people in a negative way, often through spiritual obsessions, will fall under the domain of this new star, moving away from Earth and leaving the spiritual atmosphere lighter. As a result, the planet's energy field will be purified, eliminating evil influences that often manifest themselves in the form of obsessions, addictions, and spiritual disorders. The bad energies that permeate the lowest layers of the Earth's spiritual atmosphere will be taken to this star, where these beings will have to face the consequences of their actions, fulfilling their karmas in a new cycle. This event will allow for an energetic rebalancing of the planet, essential for the evolution of all humanity, which will thus have the opportunity to vibrate at higher frequencies, allowing civilization to enter a new cycle of spiritual and material evolution. The natural cataclysms caused by the passage of the intruding star will be phenomenal, involving earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, and volcanic eruptions that will modify the geographic face of the planet. However, it is important to understand that these catastrophes should not be seen simply as destruction, but as natural processes of purification and reorganization. The Earth, as a living being, will undergo an intense physical and energetic reconfiguration that will remove the imbalances accumulated over centuries. Many regions of the Earth, especially those most vulnerable, such as coastal areas, will be submerged, with the sea advancing in some areas, and vast portions of land will disappear, while new areas may emerge from the ocean floor. Furthermore, climate change will be intensified, and temperature patterns will undergo large variations until the Earth reaches a state of climatic balance and harmony. Submerged islands, such as ancient Atlantis and Lemuria, may emerge again, while other regions of the Earth, which today are frozen poles, will thaw, giving rise to new habitable areas. This geographic phenomenon will be an ecological renaissance, where the Earth will have the opportunity to regenerate its ecosystems, clean the air of human pollution, and create ideal conditions for life. After this phase of chaos, the planet will enter a phase of calm and stability, where the climate will be milder and more balanced, without the destructive effects of uncontrolled human intervention. Ecological regeneration will bring new opportunities for the emergence of new forms of life and, at the same time, will allow the healing of regions that have suffered from the rampant exploitation of natural resources. On the spiritual plane, the passage of the intruding star will be a watershed for human beings. Humanity will go through a profound process of spiritual regeneration, where moral and spiritual imperfections will be confronted and will have to be overcome. Those who have lived in harmony with the values of love, justice, compassion, and charity will have the opportunity to ascend to higher spiritual planes, where they will be guided by masters of light and benevolent entities. However, those who persist in selfish, violent, or greedy behaviors, or who have ignored universal laws throughout their lives, will be forced to face their karmas and undergo a rigorous learning process, whether through new incarnations or the transition to other denser spiritual planes, if they do not achieve regeneration. Egregores play a central role in this regeneration process, as each spirit has a superior egregore, made up of spiritual guides and masters, and a lower egregore, made up of entities of lower vibration that still accompany the spirit. The superior egregores will be deeply involved in supporting incarnated spirits, helping them understand the meaning of karmic trials and guiding them towards regeneration. The lower egregores, on the other hand, which are still strongly linked to the spirits in transition to the intruding star, will also be absorbed by this new reality, which will force them to evolve. Therefore, regeneration will be a process not only individual, but also collective, where the behavior of each human being will influence the destiny of their egregores, which in turn can help or delay the spiritual evolution of other beings. Furthermore, the new cycle that will begin after the passage of the intruding star will be marked by an ethical and moral transformation of society. Spiritual values will begin to dominate human practices, and future generations will be more committed to building a civilization of peace, where the principles of charity and solidarity will be the basis of all social interactions. This new period will be marked by the expansion of consciousness, where human beings will learn to live in harmony not only with each other, but also with the planet and the universe, understanding the interdependence of all forms of life. After the passage of the intruding star, the Earth will enter a new evolutionary cycle, where a new spiritualized civilization will develop. Entities of light, ascended masters, and higher spirits will be actively involved in the formation of this new society, guiding and assisting humans in reaching new levels of spiritual understanding. The presence of great masters, such as Allan Kardec, will be fundamental for the spiritual education of future generations, as these guides will have an active role in transmitting the teachings necessary for the regeneration and evolution of humanity. This spiritual renaissance will be characterized by the emergence of a more conscious civilization, where wisdom and spiritual values will occupy the center of human life, replacing the material interests that dominate society today. Technologies and scientific advances, now based on ethical principles and in harmony with nature, will serve to improve the quality of life on the planet, promoting the well-being of all. Wars, violence, and exploitation will be things of the past, and human interactions will be based on respect and unconditional love. This new cycle of evolution will be an opportunity for human beings to reach a more advanced state of collective consciousness. Old social and spiritual divisions, such as those that divide religions and cultures, will give way to a global spiritual unity, where the idea of separation will be overcome by the understanding that everyone is part of a universal whole. The process of spiritual ascension will be experienced by a large part of humanity, allowing the planet to become a truly peaceful, just and prosperous place. The cosmic dimension of this event is crucial to understanding the spiritual consequences of the intruding star's passage. The star will not only affect the Earth physically, but will also have a profound impact on human consciousness, altering their spiritual vibrations and their connections with the universe. During this process, many may feel attracted to the idea of aliens as humanity's saviors, but this is seen as a spiritual trap. True transformation will not come from space rescues or alien interventions, but rather from the inner growth of each human being. The search for external salvation can divert people's attention from what really matters: individual spiritual development and connection with the Creator. Extraterrestrials, if considered, are not responsible for the redemption of the planet, but only witnesses or participants in the process of universal evolution. Focusing on cosmic rescues, like spaceships, can cause human beings to forget their divine potential and the universal laws they must follow to achieve true spiritual freedom. The focus must be on self-knowledge, the search for inner harmony and spiritual elevation, which are the true instruments of transformation that will allow humanity to overcome the challenges of the intruding star and achieve a state of lasting peace. The effects of global overheating are being intensified by the influence of the intruding star, which amplifies the energies present on Earth and causes the planet's energies to become more chaotic and disordered. The environmental destruction accelerated by human beings, through pollution, destruction of flora and fauna, deforestation and exploitation of natural resources, created favorable conditions for the intruding star to interact in a disruptive way with the Earth's energy. Human beings, immersed in their own material and spiritual limitations, have not yet realized the impact of their actions and how this affects the cosmic balance. The passage of the intruding star will then bring an intensification of these climate changes. The melting of polar ice caps, rising sea levels and changing weather patterns will be just some of the most obvious manifestations of this transformation, which is happening as a response to humanity's selfish and destructive actions. But, just like natural cataclysms, these changes are not just a punishment, but an opportunity for reflection so that humanity realizes the urgent need for changes in its attitudes towards the environment. This is a cosmic process of purification, where nature itself asks for regeneration, and humanity has the chance to reverse the chaotic situation it contributed to creating. The cycle of spiritual regeneration that will occur after the passage of the intruding star will be long and transformative. This cosmic event will be the beginning of a global spiritual purification process, where all aspects of society and humanity will be profoundly impacted. After this period of regeneration, the planet and its inhabitants will finally be ready to live a new phase of universal harmony, where human beings will be in perfect tune with spiritual laws and with planet Earth. This cycle of regeneration may last several generations, but it will result in a more enlightened humanity, capable of living in a more balanced and evolved way, in harmony with the cosmos. The passage of the intruding star will also have a profound impact on human consciousness, leading to a radical transformation in the way human beings perceive the world and themselves. This event will catalyze a process of collective spiritual awakening, where the illusion of separation between individuals and nature will be dissolved, and humanity will finally understand the interconnectedness of all life forms on the planet and in the cosmos. Collective consciousness will be raised, and people will begin to develop a broader and more spiritual perception of reality, abandoning the materialistic and selfish vision that predominates today. Furthermore, a significant aspect of this transformation will be the evolution of humanity's psychic and spiritual capabilities. Contact with higher spiritual planes, increased intuitive perception, and expansion of telepathy and other spiritual faculties may become commonplace. This will be the result of a global energetic cleansing, which will make room for the development of more refined psychic abilities and greater spiritual sensitivity. Humanity, now more in tune with universal laws and its own divine essence, will be able to live in a more harmonious and balanced way, working together for the collective good. This is the beginning of an era of spiritual enlightenment, where the quest for knowledge will transcend material limits, and human beings will seek to understand the universe through spiritual wisdom rather than through isolated scientific data. Although the main focus of the regeneration process after the passage of the intruding star is the spiritual evolution of humanity, many may still wonder about the role of extraterrestrials in this new cycle. As mentioned previously, the cosmic energies of the intruding star will bring profound changes to Earth, but not in the sense of a direct intervention by extraterrestrial beings as saviors. The role of extraterrestrials, if they exist, will not be to directly interfere in the spiritual transformation of the Earth, but rather to observe and support, if necessary, the evolution of humanity. These beings can be seen as witnesses to a universal and cosmic cycle of evolution that is happening not only on Earth, but on many other worlds. For humans who are still seeking answers to their existential and spiritual questions, contact with these extraterrestrial civilizations could become an enriching experience, as it will bring a new understanding of what life is, cosmic diversity, and the immensity of the universe. However, it is important to remember that, for true spiritual ascension, humanity needs to be in tune with its own internal values and with the principles of the universal law of cause and effect, which govern the process of evolution, instead of waiting for external salvation. This vision also implies spiritual self-sufficiency. True evolution does not come from beings on the outside, but from within, from the human capacity to raise their own spiritual vibrations and seek universal harmony. In this context, extraterrestrials can be seen more as spiritual teachers and guides, who offer cosmic wisdom, rather than as saviors in a material or technological sense. True power lies in humanity awakening its own inner divinity and finding, for itself, the paths of spiritual evolution, in alignment with cosmic laws. The passage of the intruding star will also be marked by a change in planetary alignment and in the cosmic energies that flow towards Earth. This cosmic event could result in a new energetic configuration for the planet, influencing not only human beings, but also animals, plants, and other aspects of terrestrial life. The vibrational energies coming from the intruding star will act as a transformation catalyst for the planet as a whole, becoming a regenerating force, at the same time that it will also require the Earth to go through a phase of energetic purification. This planetary alignment and the presence of the intruding star will also have implications in terms of spiritual vibrations. The spiritual forces that influence the Earth will become more intense and potent, and this will promote an opening for more direct spiritual communication, not only between humans and spiritual guides, but also with beings on other planes. With this, the Earth will connect more strongly with the cosmos, better understanding its position within the great universal and cosmic cycle. Furthermore, people will begin to perceive more clearly the interdependence between the physical and spiritual planes, and the Earth will be seen as a vibrational being, which, like human beings, also goes through a process of spiritual evolution. The vibration of the planet will rise, and the Earth's energetic frequency will be adjusted so that it can continue its trajectory towards a new evolutionary phase. This energetic change will affect everything connected to the planet, from nature to social and political structures, which will also undergo a transformation. Another important point about the consequences of the passage of the intruding star is the effect it will have on the karma of individuals and humanity as a whole. The event will be an opportunity for collective karmic adjustment, where individual and collective karmas will be given new meanings. Humanity, as a whole, has already gone through countless incarnations, and mistakes made over time require deep purification for spiritual progress to be achieved. The presence of the intruding star will accelerate this cleansing process, forcing humanity to confront its own past mistakes, both on a personal and collective level. Human beings will be called to face their past actions and choices, and those who are most aware of their role in evolution will have the opportunity to accelerate their purification process. The planet, as a living being, also has a collective karma, and humanity's destructive actions over the centuries, such as the excessive exploitation of the earth and pollution, need to be rescued and corrected. Thus, the passage of the intruding star will be a great opportunity for regeneration, where humanity will be challenged to take responsibility for its past actions, learn from them, and move towards a new era of spiritual balance and universal harmony. If you are enjoying this content about the incredible transformations that the Earth is about to experience, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Your interaction is super important so that we can continue to bring you inspiring content like this. Don't miss the updates and come be part of this journey of spiritual evolution.